Okay, on the next set of problems, number 86 through 89, we have complementary, supplementary, vertical, and adjacent angles. Now, these are fancy, the first two, because they both mean angles that add up to equal something. On one of them, it's angles that you can put together to make 90 degrees. Like if that was 10-degree angle and this was 80-degree angle, 10 plus 80 equals 90. That's complementary. And I have a really cool little learning trick for that. You could take the first two letters of complementary and kind of turn it into 90 degrees. That's how I remember. So they add to equal 90 degrees. Supplementary is similar, except this time we add to equal 180 degrees. And you could take the S and kind of make it into an 8, so it looks like 180 degrees. A 180 degree line is a straight line. So if I divided it like that, and I said this was 80 and this was 100, they would be supplementary because they would add up to equal 180 degrees. Okay? Vertical angles, like we talked about earlier, they make a really cool X, and in each X it looks like they have a V here and a V here, and they're opposites and they are equal. This V equals that V for vertical. Adjacent just means next to each other. Any angles that are next to each other are adjacent. If you have two little bitty angles that don't equal 90 or don't equal 180 or anything, as long as they're next to each other, they're going to be adjacent. Next to each other. Okay. All right. So on number 86, what kind of angles are A and B? This one's tricky because this is a box on this side, but it doesn't tell you there's a box on that side. Well, I'll tell you something. This is obviously a flat line. So if this is 90 degrees, that has to be 90 degrees. Excuse me, I had to cancel a call. They add up to make 90 degrees, so that means they are complementary. They are complementary angles. Okay? On number 87, they're next to each other, but they don't add to make 90. They don't add to make 180, so those are just adjacent. These are opposite angles, and they make a V each, and they're equal, so those are vertical angles. On this one, A and B do not make a 90-degree angle, but they're next to each other, so again, they are adjacent angles.